80s set story of social mobility, faltering romance and university challenge is James McAvoy, the young actor who's followed up success in films such as Bright Young Things and the first Narnia adventure with a whole series of major roles in upcoming films. I'll be talking to him about just some of them after this look at the most imminent of his projects. Starter for 10.
Which decade saw the invention of the replaceable razor, the formation of the Ford Motor Company, and the death of Oscar Wilde?
1890s.
1900s.
1890s.
I'm pretty sure it's the 1900s.
I am going to have to hurry you.
Lucy, what do you think?
Actually, I think Brian's right.
Is the answer the 1900s?
Correct.
Mr. McAvoy, or may I call you James?
You may?
Thank you so much for squeezing us into your no doubt hugely busy schedule.
Humongous.
Yeah, you seem to be making movies like every other week. I'm looking forward to several of them, Starter for 10 in particular. But how do you juggle so many different movies? How many do you make in a given year?
In the last year I've made 4, I'd say. And you just give up your private life and you give up any kind of sanity and you give up any kind of enjoyment and all you do is you do work. But it's been lovely, I can't complain.
Because these are all chunky roles, these aren't just you walking in. I mean, these are, I think, lead roles in all four movies.
Yeah, they are, aye. But that, you know, when I left drama school, I thought if I do a couple of jobs every 2 years, I'll be very lucky, do you know what I mean? So the fact that I'm getting any of that, I cannot complain.
Starter for 10, I've seen only the trailers of that so far.
Yeah.
It looks fabulous, I'm really looking forward to it. You've got Sam Mendes and you've got Tom Hanks behind that one. That must be pretty reassuring, I would have thought.
It's reassuring, but it's more than anything, to have Sam, who I've known for a couple of years because I've worked at the Donmar, was great, because you know that he knows your work and appreciates what you're doing. But to have Tom as well, because, you know, before he got all serious, he's done that kind of film. He's done that romantic comedy, coming of age, again and again and again.
Well, he was the master of it for years, wasn't he?
He was, you know, and he's done more of that than I've eaten hot dinners. So to have somebody who understands that medium and thinks you can do it is actually quite empowering.
You don't have a, what's the word, boyfriend, partner?
What, comrade? Not as such. Never seem to have much luck in that department. Don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Brian, are you trying to flirt?
No.
I was in university in the period when the movie set, of course. Now, firstly, I have a bone to pick with you. I don't think there were any women at my university remotely anywhere near as attractive as the ones that seem to be flinging themselves at you, and I wasn't a bad-looking guy back then. I mean,
this is it.
Would it break your heart to make it a little more real? These women, they're incredible-looking specimens.
Yeah, well, Alice Eve and Rebecca Hall, 2 very fine ladies. Elaine Tan as well, who plays Lucy in the film. They're all very, very beautiful. And what can I say? You know, geek chic is in. Every film has to have relevance to the time now, not just the time then. Geek chic wasn't really, if you're a geek, you're a geek then. Now, if you're a geek, you're kind of cool. And
thank God you've given me an out then. That would explain it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying that it's going to change the face of film. It's a romantic comedy. It's a crowd pleaser. But I think that it's based in a real social context of the 80s, in the beginning of the empowerment of the individual and the social climber, and that's where we get most of our comedy, is this yuppie starting, this working class man suddenly realising that class is transient and you can be upwardly mobile and all of that.
The world is his oyster.
Very much, sir.
OK, I'm really keen as mustard, and I know there seems to be a real buzz going around about The Last King of Scotland. Yeah. Which isn't out over here until next January, I believe. I know it's showing at the London Film Festival, but... Yeah, it's out in America just now, out here January, London Film Festival, it was premiered. Yeah, it seems to be doing really well. It's one of those films that everybody seems to unanimously say fantastic and all that, and Forrest Whitaker's getting a lot of Oscar buzz, which is lovely. The film's getting a lot of Oscar buzz, and God, I can't believe I'm actually saying Oscar buzz. I hate that when people tell me, hey, so what do you feel about the Oscar buzz? But I'm now repeating it.
You are British.
I'm Scottish.
Scottish? Why didn't you say so?
In The Last King of Scotland, James plays a doctor who arrives in Uganda in 1971, just as a coup brings a new president into power. As played by Forrest Whitaker, this larger-than-life figure is, of course, the charismatic despot General Idi Amin, self-styled conqueror of the British Empire and King of Scotland.
Nicholas, tell me what is on your mind.
I have to go home now.
You cannot. You are like my own son.
I'm Nicholas Garrigan, and I'm from Scotland.
Your home is here.
I don't know if you're aware of this, James, and there's no good reason why you should be, but I have a small footnote in the history of Idi Amin on screen myself.
Do you?
In the much neglected and I think overlooked unfairly masterpiece, The Rise and Fall of Idi Amin.
You were in that?
I'm one of the Israeli soldiers who comes in well, you're laughing, but it was quite a dramatic moment, who comes in on the radar on, is it Entebbe or
Entebbe?
Yeah, I'm there. And the other one was my dad.
No way.
Yeah, me and my father single-handedly rescued those poor Israelis.
Did you get a Polaroid?
I didn't get a Polaroid, I haven't got a clip of the movie.
All you've got is your memories.
Well, it was, you know, I'm hoping that maybe if The Last King of Scotland is the success of it, I'm hoping there'll be a director's cut and maybe possibly a re-release.
There's a couple of weird little scenes in there. Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't actually. I'm lying. Yeah. I thought your performance was wonderful, Jonathan. I haven't seen it.
God bless you. Well, that's the right thing to say, regardless of whether you saw it or not. James, pleasure seeing you today. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm really looking forward to, well, all your movies. So,
thanks very much.
Well, you really, it's happening for you in a big way. Continued success.
Hope so. By the way, I've got an announcement to make.
What's that then?
What? It's just something that happened last term.
Oh, God, Brian.
Mum, don't worry, it's a good thing.
Tell me then.
I've got to be on University Challenge.
What, that thing on the telly?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Bride. That's brilliant news.
Cheers.
Oh, God, what a relief.
Why?
Oh, to be honest, Brian, I thought you were going to say you were gay.
Yeah.